So we know that the filth that are rich, the global elitists, are building bunkers for themselves. There's nothing theoretical about this. I mean, there's developers building them in Texas, South Dakota. There's a big one in Czechoslovakia. You got enough money, you can like buy a condo in there, you know, movie theaters, hydroponic gardens, apparently. You know, it's well stocked with caviar, champagne, and Peru's finest products, I would assume, etc., etc. Bill Gates probably got his own, right? Maybe the WEF has one at the headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland. Who knows? Somebody like Bill Gates, he'd be building his own private one, right? But there are a couple of fundamental flaws and one fatal flaw with bunkers for the ultra elite, the self-proclaimed global elitists. Now, we know the World Economic Forum and the elitists are, though they're actually slowly losing ground. More and more people are becoming aware of them on a global level, what their agenda and agendas are. They've pretty well wrung out all of the money that they can from the Western countries. I mean, the shrinking middle class, well, it's shrunk. There's not much left to wring out of us, as they call us, useless eaters. And we see in Europe that the WEF is actually losing ground. They're losing countries from WEF leadership to the far right. Just the right. Anyways, things are coming to a head. And when it does, the theory is, I want to call them names, the global elitists are going to run for their bunkers. A couple of fundamental flaws. You can store a lot of stuff, sure you can. But how much stuff can you store? Those hydroponic gardens aren't going to sustain things, right? They don't grow Kobe beef that the ultra rich are used to, or champagne for that matter. But air. Pretty much got to have air, and they pretty much got to have hydro, right? Either of those can be sourced and shut off. The air, a couple bags of Quikrete. Where does the hydro come from? Unless they buried a nuclear submarine. I gather nuclear submarines can stay submerged until, well, almost forever, until they run out of food. I don't know how the carbon scrubbing technology works and all that, but how many of these bunkers would actually go to that length to have that kind of absolute self-sustainability? Here's the fatal flaw. Let's say Bill Gates and his entourage run for their Billy bunker. The door closes, the masses are locked out, they're safely ensconced in there, and the staff, because they have to have staff, right? They don't know how to flip a pancake, let alone whip the batter up. They're going to need security. They're going to need somebody to tend those hydroponic gardens and clean the porcelain, because heavens knows they wouldn't be doing anything with that. Sorry, just looking at what else my phone's doing there. So I would imagine the staff is going to turn as soon as that door clicks shut, and they're going to go, Billy, you know what you are now? You're useless. You're a useless eater. Well, let's take a walk. We're going to go to the compost heap. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. The only way they might get away with it, and I'm sure I'm not giving anything away here, would be a massive ocean liner out in the middle of the ocean. That would be kind of hard for the common folk to get to, but then again, those Somalian pirates, they kind of got that business figured out. No, I don't think there's any place for them to run and hide when the day comes. And that day is coming. I mean, it has to. Or I guess they win and we're all just digitals, right? Anyways, just thinking about bunkers.